Good day, kind sir. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Creator Arceus? Yes, Arceus. I'm German, you can't take the hard sounds out of me. Hi, it's Taktifux. And after a week of Pokemon Champions, I just need to talk about this game and why you should play it. The game is out for Switch and Switch 2 since April 8th, with a port to iOS and Android announced for later this year. It is free to play. We'll cover the dreadful expectation that term brings with it later. If you played Pokemon Stadium at some point, is that in online with a bunch more Pokemon. What more to say? A careful look at my viewer stats shows me that most of you are 30 to 40 years old, an age at which it's pretty unlikely you've not been swept up in the Pokemon craze at one point or another. I remember it like it was yesterday. My first Pokemon, a Trico. I quickly got stuck in Granite Cave and played Pokemon Gold instead. But by now, I've played every mainline Pokemon game, and most side games. I've tried playing competitive Pokemon since Pokemon Pearl, when I first got engrossed in its complex systems. I only played with friends, didn't play Black and White at first, and got back into battling with White too. And built a few competitive teams since in every game. Breeding Pokemon just has something meditative to it. I played the old games for nostalgia regularly, then got big into Pokemon Go when it came out, but well, that worked out better in a big city when I studied. Let me know your Pokemon journey in the comments. But despite farming every relevant held item in every game, I did never battle that much actually. And the older I got, the more I would just collect all Pokemon, try to finish the game and post-game and then move on. That's what having a full-time job does to you kids. That said, my hopes for Pokemon Champions weren't really that high. I downloaded it instantly anyways. Gotta catch 'em all after all. Me, disconnected from the current meta, not having used half the Pokemon that appear on screen for more than completion's sake yet, I didn't think it was for me. I've played every day since, 9 days now, and while the game tells me I have 63 victories, I must have played as many games that I lost. From now on, I assume you know the basics of Pokemon. If you've played any game since Red and Blue hit the market, it's going to feel familiar. You have a team of 6 Pokemon, each has 4 moves available to use in round-based combat. You can equip them with an item with special effects. Whoever defeats all enemy Pokemon first wins, everything else later. If you like to collect fighters, round-based combat and tactical gameplay, you should also download the game I usually do content on, Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus. It's free to play, really free to play friendly, and while the style is of course a lot darker, it scratches a lot of itches Pokemon does for me. Feel free to use my referral code BAD62 as seen on screen to start out with 100 more of the premium currency Blackstone and help me out in game by doing so. You can also really help my channel out by liking this video, hyping it or subscribing. You best do all 3 of those things. Thank you very much for considering it. You know what makes Pokemon fun? Friends. So shout out to my fellow content creator Lunch Break Mini Painter. View this as my official challenge to you. So what's so addicting about Pokemon Champions? It has faster gameplay than the mainline games, at least it feels like it, ditches all the usual preparation for team building and forms them into a very streamlined system and features only a handful of items and only 186 of the over 450 fully evolved Pokemon in existence now. This, especially the current lack of legendaries, gives the game an extremely fresh feeling, as every Pokemon in the game feels like it brings something to the table, and the lack of hyper-effective items forces players into different playstyles than normally. There are 2 online ladders, Single Battle and Double Battle. For each you bring a team of 6 unique Pokemon, each with a unique held item you give them before battle. You get a preview of the enemy team and choose 3 of yours to fight them in singles and 4 in doubles. The psychological aspect of team preview is its own can of worms. A win lets you ascend through the tiers of the different ranks from Pokeball rank at the bottom to champion rank at the top. If you lose, you drop down in progress towards the next rank, but you will never fall down completely. Compared to the elo-based systems that is in play for online competitions, this lets me, as a, let's face it, pretty average player at best, build progression even if you also lose regularly. That other players fare the same will be a big part of why matchmaking still feels fair. Building up a win streak builds progress faster, which is absolutely motivating and leads to a small adrenaline rush every match in fear of losing it, coveting the possibility of actually winning and getting a huge boost in rank. This gives the game a huge just one more match factor, whether you lose and want to build up a streak again, or if you want to keep going. The regular rewards for using a specific Pokemon a number of times or attacking with specific types of attacks flow fast now in the beginning, but with the number of Pokemon in game, I think you'll get those rewards steadily enough if you change up your team regularly. There's rarely a PlayStation not tingling your reward center at least a little. In the lower leagues, it seems you sometimes get bots, or else I can't explain their playstyle. Who uses Scary Face? But to me, that didn't feel excessive and is really expected in an online game. The upside to that is that I never had to wait longer than 10, maybe 20 seconds for a game and only had like 5 of those strange encounters. Technically, for me the game was pretty flawless in handheld mode so far. I had no crashes and only a handful of instances where the frame rate sputtered a little. Stable internet seems to go a long way there. To be able to play it in the first instance, I had to set a manual DNS though to get it working beyond an error message. The game features a quote-unquote story, and while the environments are well crafted and the characters are characterful enough, no one is here for that, and it shows. I skipped through most of the glorified tutorials. Wait, skipping tutorials in a Pokemon game? Not entirely. You need to do the one practice fight at the beginning, but most other things. Yes, and doing the other tutorials, if you need to get up to snuff again after a long hiatus of playing Pokemon, will reward you with plenty of in-game stuff. I did them for the rewards despite knowing all of their contents. It's well explained, and the in-game tooltips give you every information you could want, including how effective your attacks will be should you need to familiarize yourself with new types since you've played the last time. Don't worry, other than Fairy with X and Y, like 10 years ago, and Dark and Steel type in Gold way back, nothing was added. But it helps if you haven't remembered the enemy types yet. The game looks great on the Switch and lets the character models of the Pokemon shine. Models look expressive and most attacks are animated well as well. One of the things I've always dreamed of was letting the Pokemon hit each other with actual contact moves. If Pokemon wasn't the highest grossing media franchise in existence, I'd excuse that with the sheer amount of Pokemon available, but having the Pokemon themselves in poses, not as shadows, not as T-poses, hitting each other would go a long way for me. Could be a terrible idea with attack animation time though. The lack of different fighting environments other than the single stadium available with its endlessly blinking lights would also be great, and you might call me corny, but an announcer would also be kinda cool. But I get that everyone would just turn them off and it would be a big investment for a little effect. Getting into competitive Pokemon was never easier. If you have Pokemon Go or any of the mainline or Legend games, you can transfer your Pokemon from those games via Pokemon Home to Pokemon Champions. Or you just use the Pokemon the game gives you. You start out with a starter you choose from a lineup of 10, and 5 Pokemon to round out the team. Using the code on screen gives you a Machamp, and you get a Dragonite for downloading it until the end of August. Every 22 hours you get to meet a lineup of 10 more random Pokemon. You can choose one of. You either get to borrow them for a week or recruit them permanently, which will cost you 2,500 victory points. As you can't pay that fee after trying the Pokemon, there's no feels bad or FOMO moments. You will not be able to pull any of the Pokemon originating in this game out of it anyways, so don't feel bad if you have 2 or more good Pokemon in a lineup. They're stuck in this game anyways. The victory points you earn for fighting, even if you lose ironically, allow you to train your Pokemon. Every Pokemon has a nature, increasing one stat by 10% and decreasing another by the same to specialize your Pokemon more or cover their weaknesses. You can invest into the 6 stats a Pokemon has, maxing out 2 and putting a few extra points into another for up to 66 extra stat points total. If a Pokemon has multiple abilities, you can choose those too and change every of the 4 attacks. You can do this with your own Pokemon from Pokemon Home or any of the ones you recruited permanently in Champions. Those come with a kinda competitive set already. You might want to change a few things around, but even if you just borrow them and need to use them as they are, they always have a more or less sensible build. The Pokemon you get from home will only visit your game, so every change you make is only while they are in Champions. Don't worry to experiment and switch things up if a Pokemon doesn't unleash its full potential. While the effort values you put into the stats are just a simple buy mechanic now, without extensive hour-long training needed, individual values are ignored in this game. Everyone is on a level playing field. You can customize your Pokemon a lot, but don't have to breed them, which is really the fairest competitive Pokemon has ever been. You can play without the tens of hours put into a competitive team that might fall flat after all. If something doesn't work for you, it's a matter of minutes to change it around. Talking about the in-game economics of this kind of game is easily settled. You get victory points for winning as well as losing. 300 for winning a match, a bonus for win streaks, and 100 for losing a match. Logging in, playing one battle, and recruiting one Pokemon will earn you 500 victory points as well as 24 quick coupons. The only use for that currency so far is speeding up the waiting time for meeting new Pokemon. One coupon saves you 1 hour. If you don't have them but want to save time, a coupon is replaced by 100 victory points. This means, effectively, you'll get a little over 2 lineups a day. You can use the victory points to train your Pokemon, which can be cheap for just changing one attack, but cost around 1500 victory points if you change around everything, which will rarely be the case. Victory points also allow you to buy items. There are 19 available for 700 victory points each, 3 for 1000 and 26 berries for 400. That's 26,700 victory points needed total. But with the early rewards, log-in bonuses and win rewards, you'll get them in no time. The Mega Stones for 2000 victory points each you'll only need if you have the fitting Pokemon to actually Mega Evolve. And furthermore, you can spend victory points on cosmetics like clothes or poses and 3 different songs during battle. So far so good, nothing is central. You can't buy victory points for money and you can farm as long as you want per day. Pokemon can come from other games, but they don't have to, and you'll meet plenty of Pokemon in this game for free, and with a bit of a vision can build up an effective team fast. There's one catch. Your box only holds 30 Pokemon to begin with, which is a little on the light side if you want to have multiple teams at once. If you want to recruit more Pokemon, you'll have to release old ones. 30 is decent enough, and ranking up gives you extra box space. But if you like collecting, which is not a goal of this game, really, you will be frustrated by that. You can also only save 3 team presets at once. That's enough really, but if you want more, you need to pay. There's a membership for €5 a month, or €50 a year, that increases your boxes by 1000 spaces, lets you save 15 more teams at once, and comes with weekly missions offering 3 training coupons letting you train a Pokemon for free, and 3 recruitment coupons letting you skip the 2500 victory points to actually recruit them permanently. I deem this offer fair really. It's pretty cheap as far as subscriptions go, and it's just some quality of life. There's also the Premium Battle Pass. A Battle Pass lasting 5 weeks has 50 tiers, and winning a battle usually gains you 1 tier. Tier 1 to 30 alternate between giving you a reward for free or a reward for the paid Battle Pass. Those include Pokemon and Megastones, but you can get all of them regularly in the game. I haven't checked whether the same is true for the cosmetics. The €10 expected here are not really necessary if you don't want any of those cosmetics. Tier 31 to 50 are open to all players and give an extra 500 victory points each, helping you to buy stuff to your heart's delight for free anyways. The eShop offers a starter packet for €7, which permanently increases your box space by 50, gives you a unique battle theme, 50 training tickets and 30 quick tickets. Nothing essential, but the extra box space is appreciated. So we've got the tried and tested Pokemon formula, packaged into a good looking game with low wait times and few but generally fair and non-essential spending options. You can play as much as you want, there's no artificial wait times, and the only wait time in game can be mitigated by easily farmable victory points. No pay to win found here. Yes, if you need to grind meetups with Pokemon because you want that one specific one and don't have the games to transfer it over, it can be frustrating. But almost 200 Pokemon included, you'll get a good team running in no time. The game is accessible for everyone paying a bit of attention on the tutorials and skips everything tedious about competitive battling before. Why not play Pokemon Showdown then, a fan-made online battler for the PC? I did play a little of it for a time. But there's 3 main reasons for me this game is better. Graphics, accessibility, and gamification. This game has an actually nice interface and looks good during battles. The exclusion of legendaries and the strongest items means everyone starts with a new meta, and there's not multiple categories to choose from. The Pokemon you recruit also give you a general starting point and direction on where to go. Hell, you can even auto-build teams, but I haven't tried that much. Lastly, Showdown is a simulation of battling. But I miss the rewards. I miss the goal. I won't be the very best. Here, I still feel rewarded for ascending ranks. I feel rewarded with the points for every battle I play. Having everything from the beginning isn't always best. Building up a team there is easy enough, but you have to do something for it. It feels earned. I love the experience so far. I feared it could be a cash grab, but so far that's really reined in. The potential to switch up the unique battle mechanic from Mega Pokemon to Z-moves or Dynamax every few seasons, include new Pokemon and items at some point, and regular online tournaments will keep this game fresh for quite some time. The limited box space is a small pain point, which is not as bad if we can keep our rank up bonus box spaces after the season ends, which I just have to assume for now. I don't like the one battle environment, so I'm hoping for some changes here too. If you have a Switch and an online membership, download it now. And if you don't, the smartphone version will come and bring in plenty of new players too. I don't feel like there's any rewards you'll miss, but cosmetics until then, which is really fair for a free-to-play title. What was your first Pokemon? Will you download Pokemon Champions? Let me know in the comments. Good luck battling. I'm going to work on reaching the Master Ball tier now. So goodbye and have a wonderful day.